Daylight saving time is the worst, and I hate it. We lose an hour of sleep, and my internal clock is just absolutely bamboozled for an entire week. I don't even like the sun. Why do we need to save it? Daylight saving does not actually save daylight. The sun's cycle is unchanging, and it's just us adjusting our clocks, but you probably already know that. If you don't understand how it works because you're from Arizona or something, imagine if instead of a 9 to 5 job, you just worked an 8 to 4. You got up earlier, but you got an extra hour of sunlight in the end of your workday. That's basically what daylight saving is. We just save an hour of daylight that we get to use after work, but we wake up in the dark to do so. Europeans have an identical system called summertime, and they like to take jabs at the name daylight saving. I'm not sure why. I guess they have nothing else to do.
On a side note, I could not believe that hammer did not break that clock. I mean, look how big this hammer is. It's bigger than the clock. Guess I'm just not strong enough.
So where did daylight saving time come from? Well, contrary to popular belief and the movie National Treasure, Benjamin Franklin did not invent daylight saving time. In fact, it was independently proposed from two people on other sides of the world. First, in 1895, George Hudson, an entomologist from New Zealand, wanted a little extra daylight when he collected bugs after work. So he presented a paper to the Wellington Philosophical Society proposing a 2-hour daylight saving shift. And though people seemed interested in the idea, nothing immediately came of it. 10 years later, in 1905, William Willett, Will, a British builder, noticed that people waste a lot of daylight during the summer. Billy Willie was also an avid golfer, and he did not like to have to cut his golfing short due to dusk. So, using his own money, he proposed the first daylight saving bill, and it was actually picked up by politicians in 1908, and Willett lobbied for the bill to become law until his death in 1915. Just a year later in 1916, as Willie Will lay still, his will in a bill became law in the United Kingdom. And by 1918, the United States and several first world countries had adopted some form of daylight saving time. William Willett is remembered in Pettswood by a memorial sundial, which is always set on daylight saving time. So we can thank our boy Willie Will for daylight saving time, but did the fruit of his labor produce any practical uses not related to golf? Well, we thought so. Daylight saving time was thought to save you energy, and it was originally only passed because of its perceived energy-saving benefits. The thought was that with daylight saving time, the time spent in darkness before going to bed would decrease, therefore decreasing the energy consumption. And in the 1970s, studies seemed to confirm this. Studies found that daylight saving time actually reduces energy usage by 3 to 5%. However, that was 1975, and since then numerous studies have found that in the Midwest, the demand for electricity and heat in the morning is higher during daylight saving time, and in the evening there's not much of a difference. So net energy spending is actually higher in the Midwest during daylight saving time. In California, a study concluded that daylight saving time had absolutely no impact on energy consumption in California. And if it did, the amount of saving was at most less than half of 1%. So really the only benefit of daylight saving time is the extra sunlight after work. However, there are loads of negative effects from daylight saving time that far outweigh the positives. When the daylight saving bill was passed and made into law in the US in 1918, it was strongly opposed by farmers. See, farmers don't work from 9 to 5. Most farmers work from when the sun comes up to when the sun goes down. Setting the clocks forward or back messes up their daily schedules for shipping and receiving, as well as confuses livestock who are accustomed to being milked or fed at certain times of the day. Not to mention, if a farmer's tractor breaks, they need to be able to go into town to find a particular part to fix it. If the store is closed due to daylight saving time, that's a minimum of an hour of their workday wasted, and they have to wait until the store opens back up in the morning. Daylight saving is also deadly. When daylight saving time starts, there's an increased risk of heart attacks, car accidents, and general fatigue, leading to more fatalities. And this doesn't end a few weeks into daylight saving time, it lasts the entirety of it. Then when daylight saving time ends, heart attack risk drops, but there's an increased risk of depression and suicide. Daylight saving time wreaks havoc on our bodies and puts many workers in difficult situations. So what can you do? Well, you can't really do anything to change the law, but you can help your body acclimate to the time change. Start by going to bed 20 to 30 minutes earlier and avoid caffeine or alcohol before bed. When you wake up, drink some water and eat something first. If you don't really eat breakfast, just have a small piece of toast or something. Your body still wants to sleep for another hour, but food tells your body that it's time to wake up. During the day, try to avoid taking a nap. As a strong advocate for naps myself, this one is a tough one. But not napping will help you get a better night's rest, and it will help make getting up in the morning easier. As hard as it may be, stick with your schedules during the day, and try to get around 7 hours of sleep every night, and you'll be acclimated in no time. Well, that's it for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications, or don't do that. You're a free person, and I'll get more subscribers when I deserve it. If you want, go ahead and let me know down in the comments below what you think I should do my next video on. And then once you've done that, you should check out the sponsor to this video, National Realty Group. National Realty Group is a real estate company with offices located in Southern California. They're a one-stop solution office, meaning the real estate, mortgage, and escrow departments are located all in the same office. That means you can go through the whole process of buying or selling a house without the hassle of being bounced around to different companies. This makes the whole process a lot easier and a whole lot more enjoyable. Give them a call at 951-684-2600, or if you're like me and you don't like talking to people, visit their website